record. Alright. Hey, how's it going? So, new setup once again. Just gonna give you a quick shout out to that. So yeah. I don't anticipate I'll be talking about this one long. That's literally all of my notes for this episode, which, I mean, is more than you would expect, but at the same time, this is just, meh. I will admit, another easy point for the sub, for my preference, easily. It's funny. I keep worrying about that whole nostalgia blindness thing being perceived as that, and yet 5 points higher without even breaking a sweat. And that was even with a freaking rant view in here, which is funny because I was wondering if this one was going to turn into a rant view. No, it just turned out that this is absolutely the absolute worst uh, localization, the worst translation 4Kids has done yet. And I mean that sincerely. A lot of the previous episodes have been, let's just say, they that they're okay as translations. They've only changed a couple of minor things, with the exception of the whole keycard thing. I still say that's a plugging a plot hole, but let's not get into that again. But the whole point with that, though, is, well, how do I put this? This episode you can literally just skip because it has literally no relevance to anything. Because Johnny Steps, or Step Johnny as he's called, held in the sub, isn't going to amount to anything. And there's literally no cards that really come back. I mean, literally, the only thing in my notes that has to do with the cards itself is Metal Morph having its regular effect. Which, actually, now that I think about it, may have actually been in the previous one, in the other thing. Let me double check that. No. Nope, never mind. I am wrong, apparently. Huh. Okay. Apparently, yeah, no. This is the first time Metal Morph has had its regular effect. We had Catapult Turtle before, and now we have Metal Morph getting its regular effect. And that's actually how Yugi overcomes Metal Morph, is Metal Morph only ups the attack when the monster equipped with it attacks, not when it is attacked, kind of a thing. So, also, I think, let me try something here. Yeah, okay, that works better. Sorry, I was white the white light was kind of weirding me out on the bottom there, so we're just gonna go with the lamp for this because these are supposed to be casual discussions as I review Yu-Gi-Oh episodes anyway. Sorry. Anyways, so what else do I want to? So what do I even say about this episode? Because I'm pretty much almost out of everything. I suppose let's go ahead and talk about the idea that Atem doesn't realize the favor that Yugi is doing for him in either version. The reason I find that relevant is that means in both versions, I'm pretty sure I've brought this up before, Atem actually respects Yugi's privacy. Like, he's not privy to all of Yugi's thoughts. Like, that's not a forced thing. And in the dub, that's not even a forced thing. Well, they're merged, which is an interesting idea to think about, if I'm honest, because that actually means, that actually means that, hey, Atem can just kind of stay out of it in all respects. And considering he's going on, this is a whole date with Taya episode. Well, you can kind of see where my mind goes for that. So the dub plays up the destiny. Oh yeah, by the way, Tim figures out it's a date. It's just he doesn't figure out that the date is meant for him rather than Yugi. Just kind of a cute little thing. So then we have the diner scene where in the dub Tim talks about the destiny angle and how he's worried about that, and in the sub it's about knowing himself. This is actually where one of the biggest problems that most people who watch the sub kind of run into when it comes to uh, not liking the dub after they realize all the changes. It's the how personal the stakes of the Battle City really are, because well, that was the whole thing. This is what this was all about. It was about regaining the memories, not about some grand destiny that they must fulfill. No, it's supposed to be a personal journey to know yourself, a coming of age tale, if you will. You know. So then they go to the card shop, and Yugi gets Light Force Sword, which will be privy to one of the dumbest scenes coming up. It's not for a few episodes yet, but god damn. Oh, just knowing what's going to happen with Light Force Sword is hilarious. Anyways, uh, so then we're introduced to Johnny Steps. And the music kind of has this tune, and the ba ba ba, that the ba da ba ba, that whole thing. That's the music they'll use for Dark Magician Girl when she finally shows up. Yeah. So Taya beats Johnny at DDR. That's what it is. I mean, the dub doesn't even really try to hide it. And what's funny is DDR is also Konami, and yeah, you kind of see the whole thing here. So then I was also wrong. I think I said that we were only going to have one more duel with the 2,000 life point rule. Well, I was wrong. I'm pretty sure this is the last one because Kaiba testing his Battle City rules is actually what's next. I am pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. We will find out literally next episode. But yeah. Also, the dub has fake drama. Actually, technically speaking, both versions have fake drama, right? Is Johnny actually a strong duelist? And the whole, oh no, Yugi's in trouble, shit. And it's just, oh my god. They literally have a part in the dub where when they cut to commercial, because, the dub actually has more commercial breaks than the sub. Well, there's literally a part where they cut to commercial, and the cut to commercial is the spirit's in trouble, and it's like, oh my god, damn, shut up. uh but yeah, no. So Johnny quits after Yugi gains the upper hand because of Metal Morph having its regular effect, which I already talked about. Also, as an aside, that's the wrong spot for a frickin' field spell, well, Johnny, but whatever. Early weirdness. You can kind of tell we're finally trying to get all of the we haven't quite gotten all of the season 1 kinks out of the armor yet. So, meh. So then Tam makes a stupid speech about how Johnny not having friends, which is so stupid. But Anzu's speech is better because Johnny is effectively is like, oh, I'm quitting, yada yada yada, because he's quitting when the going gets tough. But Anzu's speech is actually more relevant to, well, the whole thing with Atem, because because she's basically putting her foot down and telling Johnny, man up, and have some goddamn confidence in yourself. You know? Yeah. Now I admit didn't look well. I kind of and that's all I got. Like, look at this. Like, how long have I been talking? Because I didn't even turn off my second monitor here. I've only been talking for 10 minutes. That's how little I have to talk about with this episode. There's nothing. What the hell do I even say about this? Oh yeah, and Anzu's kind of nervous about going on a date with a Tem. That's not even a relevant. That's not even that relevant to this episode. I mean, I guess I could talk about how Anzu actually helps a Tem. Not be afraid of the future, which is actually kind of a nice thing. But at the same time, it's just like I've got nothing for this. So if you'll forgive that the divergence, I actually want to check something. So this is volumes 22, 23, and 24. So I need the one that's because I want to actually live here on camera. I should have done this earlier, and I didn't because I am an idiot. I want to actually see. Okay, it's not this one either. It's the one just before that. Because I actually want to see if Steps was actually in the manga, is basically what I am looking for. Oh, dang it. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec, and yeah, for the record, I am just padding out the video's runtime at this point, so if you want to go ahead and bow out, I don't blame you. Because, yeah, like I said, I'm admitting to padding out the runtime here. Because, like I said, I've got nothing to say about this episode. This episode literally gave me nothing. And that's the problem right there in a nutshell with this episode. It gives me nothing. Johnny Steps is a throwaway character who will amount to absolutely nothing in the future. And I can't find my other omnibus. This is actually annoying the crap out of me. But yeah, but you can kind of see why I've got why I'm saying that there's nothing for me to analyze here, right? What the hell is there for me to analyze about this episode? I mean, I guess I could talk about how Johnny is all about trying to impress women, but we've went over that angle with Dungeon Dice Monsters. I literally have nothing new to add to the discussion there. I actually have less to add to the discussion on that than I do about the ancient Egyptian music exhibit on this one. And the only thing I have to say on that front is the fact that there's actual interest and that it's a good idea from both Taya and Anzu. And I can't find, and god damn it, I can't find it. Oh well, whatever. Ever. I'll stop adding the goddamn runtime because I wanted to kind of see it, but whatever. All I know is this episode just bugged the everlasting shit out of me. Mostly because it gave me nothing, guys. Like I said, it gave me literally nothing to work with. Like I wish it had given me something, but instead it gave me a bland, boring episode that I've literally only spent 10 minutes yapping about and probably another 5 minutes wasting your time on. Well, 4, but you get my point. Anyways, I'm just gonna chop this off because, like I said, I've got nothing, guys. Like I said, this episode was a nothing burger. Oh my god. I mean, I've actually stretched out episodes that I haven't had much to discuss into way longer run times than this. I mean, you know what? One last thing, because I mean, at this point, I mean, if I've already said, feel free to bow out. I'm not gonna blame you on that. Actually, it might have fallen over there now. Now that I'm thinking about it, but we'll get back over there. You gotta be kidding me. So apparently, when I crawled over to the other side of my bed, apparently I had my foot clicked on stop recording. Oh my god. Well, whatever. That actually saves me some trouble. I'll see you next time, guys. Blue Following to the Lore Walkers. Yes, I hit record again, just to frickin' finish it properly. Blue Wolf Fox, the Lore Walkers, signing out. Have a good one. Dual standby. Oh my god, this episode was so bad. I literally had the worst time recording it. Today is just tech issues. This is just tech issues the day at this point.